Hey guys, what is up? Cresentace back with a little bit of Outriders impressions and discussion. What? Now, I've never done a video like this before on the channel, so if you guys do go on to enjoy, don't forget to like the video and sub to the channel if you want to see more impressions and discussion videos in the future, and let's get to it. So first thing I want to talk about this game, guys, is of course the gameplay. Any video game needs good gameplay. It's the reason why Destiny 1 I played for thousands of hours, even though it wasn't the best looter shooter, but the gameplay was just so solid. So gameplay with this game, it's just fun. It's fun and it's exciting. It has a ton of gore. It almost makes you feel like you're playing Doom Eternal for some parts, except without the fatalities that game has. And also each class has a variety of combos, like when you use the Trickster. If you get an LMG with the power that powers up bullets, you're gonna get a good combo, because now you have 100 bullets of power up. Instead of doing 8, they're doing 16. The Pyromancer with his emulation ability, you hit them with it, you kill them, and they can blow up 10 enemies around them. So I think the classes and the combat have very good combos, and I think when the full game comes out, there's going to be a lot of experimenting with the different classes, with shotguns, sniper rifles, and all that stuff. And when the full game releases, there's going to be a lot of class guides, build guides, and all that stuff, because there is just so much versatility between the classes, the guns, and the gameplay. Now guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the classes themselves. I did play all of them individually, and I beat the demo with all of them. If you guys want to check out gameplay of all of them, I'll leave a link to the video so that you guys can check that one out. That was my last video. But all of them are fun to play with, and all of them seem decently powerful. Now what I mean by that, there was some times with the Pyromancer, with the Devastator, where I had to kind of back up and just wait a couple seconds to heal, because this game wants you to be aggressive. When you kill people with your abilities, with your guns, there's a lot of perks that, oh, for every kill with a shotgun, you'll get 35 HP back. There's some shotguns with a mod like that. So, and even when you start the demo, they even tell you, oh, be aggressive, that's how you heal. So they very much play into that. The only way to heal pretty much is if you go to 1 HP and you hide, and you'll get back, like, I think it's like 25% of your HP. But other than that, you have to go out and get kills, be aggressive, and kill people with your abilities and stuff. And all classes pretty much give you the opportunity to kill easily with their abilities to get those that healing that you're gonna need. I'm not sure how these classes would do together, because I know it's supposed to be a co-op game, but I have yet to play with anybody. I played all 4 classes kind of lone wolf style, so that's my experience. Each of them are pretty well balanced, and it was a lot of fun. But co-op, you guys might have to try it out with your friends. The demo is free, guys, so just try it out, play with your friends, and you guys can see what type of combos you can get doing that with the classes. Now I want to speak about the demo itself and how good the demo was. Now this game was not on my radar at all. Literally, I just found out there was a demo on Steam, downloaded it, and I was pretty surprised with the type of game it was, and just how almost like how polished it is in some aspects. The demo gives you a taste of the action, but I feel like it doesn't give you enough. Like, just to go back to Destiny 1 had a beta, and it had all the first missions of Earth. It didn't let you go to the moon, and it also gave you the first strike, Devil's Lair. And I think that was pretty good, because it gave you a taste of what the game was going to be like, even though Destiny 1 kind of ended up tricking players, because people thought there would be more than that, and that's all there was. And that's hopefully what's not happening with Outriders. I really do hope that what they put in the demo is just a taste, and when the full game releases, it's just going to expand and explode and be amazing. If what we get in the demo is all we get, where it's co-op, but it's just like main missions, and you can only do main missions and side missions co-op, I think that might be a little disappointing in a full release game. What I'm hoping for is, it is kind of like Destiny. Yes, you can do main missions, have your daily missions, have your weekly missions, because a game like this, for it to survive, it's gonna have to have a good end game. The main story could be good and fun, but it has to have an end game, and I'm hoping that this game's end game isn't just world tiers, because if that's what it is, just, oh, do all the missions you've already done, but increase the world tier. I am not really a fan of that. Yes, it's like Destiny and Strikes, again, not to keep alluding to Destiny, but it is a looter shooter, and Destiny, you know, was kind of a pioneer, I guess you could say, for looter shooters. And it's the one I played a lot, so it's going to be the one I'm comparing this game to. So it is a lot of fun, but I just feel like they needed to put a little bit more. And if there are strikes and raids, I wish they would have given us one strike or a little taste of what, I don't know, almost like what it's gonna be like, because that's what I'm nervous for about. I think the story mode is gonna be a lot of fun, gonna play through it, gonna have fun, but when I'm done with that story, are you gonna keep me for 100, 200 more hours, or I end the story and that's it? So that's kind of what the demo is missing. Now guys, kind of seeping into the demo talk, I want to talk about the future of the game and how the full game I hope it to be, let's say like that. Now I already spoke about how I want it to have strikes and raids. I know it's 1 to 3 players, but make it in the future 1 to 5, 1 to 6 to add raids. I'm hoping that it's not like a Remnant of the Ashes, because what that game does is you have a story and there's a lot of, you know, different things, like depending on the world that you get, the seed that you get, there will be different things in that world, and you can up the difficulty and stuff, yada yada yada. But I'm hoping it's more of an experience. You know, if they want this game to be a live service, you know, like most games want to be nowadays, I'm hoping that they make it a worthwhile live service, because this game does have a lot of potential, because it has the gameplay. With games like this, if you have solid gameplay, all you have to do is bring the content with the gameplay, and people will play and people would stay. So that's all they really have to do. So that's going to be the end of talking about how I feel about the demo and what I hope to see from the full game. Now we're going to go into probably what a lot of people are interested in, the loot system. Now for me, the loot system was pretty good. I was getting things at a reasonable rate. Pretty much every encounter, even, you know, ones going to where you need to go, they always have, when you kill the last enemy, either the last enemy will pop 1 or 2 items, or the last enemy will pop some items, and you'll get a chest at the end of it. I was constantly, while playing the demo, always having to switch guns and stuff, because I was always getting better stuff. I know that there's some exploits already. Obviously, everybody always finds a way to exploit these games. Oh, it reminds me of the Destiny loot cave when it first came out. But pretty much people already got legendary weapons, and they farmed them and all that good stuff. So there's probably some people with some of the best guns in the game already from the demo. So that's nice for them. But I just played the demos regularly. I wasn't farming or anything, and the loot system seemed pretty good to me, and very balanced. I don't have any problems with it, and I was getting loot at a pretty good rate for what I expected. Skill points. Now each class has a ton of skill points, and they're divided like 3 per skill tree. So like with the trickster, he has his harbinger, his assassin, and something else. So each one will be a specific one. Will be more attack power, the other one will be health based, the other one will be healing based. You guys get the gist. You don't have to stick to one. You can get some of the assassin and some of the harbinger and some of the other one. You can get little pieces. But there will be some people that just like want to be the assassin, and they just completely max out the assassin before doing anything else, and that's perfectly fine. That's gonna go into the repetitiveness, of the game and how long-standing it is. You know, if it takes a long time to get these skill points, there's gonna be a lot of playing around, a lot of you know, fiddling with the classes and seeing what matches better. That's gonna be great. Now powers for the classes. Now each class, at least in the demo, it showed that you would get, you know, powers every around 7 to 10 levels. So at the end of a game, you should have around 8 powers available to you, but you can only have 3 equipped at any given time. That's perfectly fine, you know. 8 abilities seems a little too much. Again, sorry, but Destiny. You know, Destiny, you can have, you know, they have 3 different grenades and 3 different specials, but you only have 1 at a time. That matches perfectly. And that's going to be very interesting to see when you have a maxed out Trickster, Devastator, Pyromancer, Technomancer. What is going to be the 3 best abilities? What are people going to be rocking? Because that's when people are going to do some seriously cool class builds and stuff like that. So I can't wait for the full game to release to see that type of stuff going down. Leveling up seemed pretty decent. Of course, they only let us go to level 7 in the demo. But I felt I was level 6 by the end of all the main missions. And then when I did the side missions, I easily got into level 7. And so I was max level. Max world level is 5. The world level, almost for every level I got a world level as well. So the world levels were unlocking pretty damn quickly. So I know it's the beginning, but hopefully not too much of a grind to get those levels. But it didn't seem too bad. Now I'm gonna go on to the feel and the polish of the game. Now, my computer is a 2070 Super GPU, so I wasn't expecting to have much problems, hopefully, if the game was optimized, and it was. I had one crash. It literally came out of absolute nowhere. I had my settings to ultra. I was getting 100 and I think like 20 FPS. So, and I think just something happened in the game that it crashed. So I did experience one crash, and I did experience a lot of texture pop-ins whenever it would get out of a loading screen or whenever it would stop and the cutscene. I would get some texture pop-ins, but for the most part, the game ran pretty good. And I just think that crash was like a freak accident, because if it was a type of, you know, unpolished game, I think I would have crashed more than once. So that was good to see that it wasn't too bad. And again, I don't know why. I know I've seen people talk about this before. This game has a lot of fucking cutscenes. Sorry for my cursing, guys, but this game has a lot of cutscenes. Like, I literally felt like every 2 minutes I was in a cutscene. Like, the cutscenes were longer than some of the battles. So hopefully, I know they want to have the story, and the story is pretty decent. The story is pretty damn decent, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that good of a story from a looter shooter, but even so, it's like, ease it with the cutscene, guys. Ease it a little bit, because I don't wanna watch a 10-hour movie. I wanna play a 10-hour game. You get what I mean? And this is gonna be the conclusion of the video, guys. So I'm actually very excited for this game. This demo has sold me. I'm gonna keep informed about the game, see what news comes out about it. You know, make sure that developers are doing everything right, because that's what a game like this comes down to. Are the developers always going to be giving this game new content, breathing in new life into the game? If they're gonna do that, then this game is gonna be very successful, because I feel like there's a lot of hype that this demo has generated for the game. So it was very fun for me. I love the gore effects, you know, just sometimes completely exploding your enemies. It was just a blast. The loot system and the world tier system is fine, but I hope that they do introduce strikes, they do introduce raid type events, stuff like that, just so that I can be like, me and my friends have played the whole story together. We want more content. We don't want to just keep playing the story. We want other things. So I do hope they have things like strikes, and that's so I wish they put one of them in the demo, just that we're sure that it's happening. But that's my only worry about that. Story is decent. You know, cut the cutscenes a little bit. Just cut a little bit of the cutscenes. But the story itself, you know, the Earth is ending. 83 years later, we find a new planet. And it's, you know, it's tropey. It's very tropey, but it's good. It's good nonetheless. The classes, which are the main backbone of the game, are very diverse. They all have their little spots. They're all strong enough to, you know, solo the game, I feel like. But I'm really interested to see how a team of 3 players, how does the game get harder? Because if it's 3 people with the same amount of mobs as 1 person, you know, those mobs are going to get slaughtered. So I hope that they do increase it a little bit when you're playing with friends and stuff like that. And like I said, guys, only 1 crash and some textures pops in. So I think this game is really polished. Obviously, it has to be. I think it's releasing April 1st. You know, this demo, you know, just to give you a taste, it's hard to fix things at this point, you know, 3 weeks almost. It's hard to fix things within 3 weeks. So hopefully they can solve the pop-in issue and stuff like that. But other than that, the game's really polished. So when the full release comes, check out the channel so that you guys don't miss any gameplay that I put on it. Guys, I hope you did like this impressions and discussion video about Outriders demo. Yeah, guys, I'm excited. This demo has got me pretty hyped for the game. I've been waiting for a game like this for a while, and I'm hoping this game delivers when it fully releases. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, turn on the notifications so you don't miss when the full game releases and when I do more discussion videos in the future. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.